Hello everyone. And welcome to my shop. Alright, welcome. We're not going to do any wrenching today, either on the GMC nor the Chevy. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the Chevy to work. Matter of fact, this is actually a working truck still, and it's not unusual to put it to work. So I got some errands to do, some stuff to drop off, some stuff to pick up. So stay tuned. We'll do a little talking, a little cruising, and put this baby to work. So let's get to it. That's what you call a back sailor. All right, she's tiled down and ready to go. I'm taking it to a recycle place. Maybe they can sell some parts off of it. The wife got her a new one, so I'm getting rid of this one. All right, just another deal where, turn them down a little bit, showing where these old trucks can still earn their keep. Yeah. All right, this is not a messing with the timing video. How's that, folks? This is just a cruise. I'm carrying an old stove of ours that the oven crapped out of it, and I'm carrying it to a recycler that's going to strip the good parts or maybe fix it and keep it going. I just didn't want to throw it away. The oven quit working. The elements up top work fine. So I thought, well, the first thing to do is the temperature probe. Well, 20 bucks later, it was not the temperature probe. So more troubleshooting, and I determined that there's a smart board, you know, up there at the top that controls the automatic cleaning in the oven. That has nothing to do with the top burners. So I found the board. It's about 150 bucks plus shipping. Wife was tired of that old oven that she had anyway. So instead of sinking another 150 bucks into it, we decided to go ahead and get a new one. And let me tell you, you know, we've got not granite, but the those hard tops. What are they called? Not granite, but they're like granite. Quartz. That's it. Quartz countertops. And the hole this thing fit in was just shy, was actually 1/8 of an inch shy of 30 inches. That limits your search. You got to be real careful when you're looking at the ranges to get the correct size, because we just powered through that in high gear. I didn't even shift down. Isn't that something? But anyway, so I'm glad I did measurements before I went out and bought it, or I would have been having to haul stuff back. I couldn't go with a true 30-inch range. I had to go with a 29.88, which the fine translators on the internet told me was 29 7/8. So why can't they list them as 29 7/8? You got to go see what 29.88 does. I don't have a measuring tape that measures 29.88. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have studied. Well, I did. I was pretty good at math, but boy, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? But anyway, found out that stoves comes in 3 sizes in that 30-inch range. You got the true 30-inch. You've got the 29 point. What was it? 29.938, which is 29 15/16. And then you have 29.88, which is 29 7/8. And that's the one I ended up getting. So anyway, stuff just is not cut and dried anymore, is it? You think something's standard? No, sir. Anyway, oh, I will remark. Yeah, I'm not messing with the timing. I just pulled through that 90-degree turn in high gear and come out of it without even downshifting, without even clanking my valves bad. Got good acceleration, good cruising. Nope, I'm happy. There you go. Continuing with the work theme. Now we gotta start to clean out the old shop some. All them old manuals I don't need anymore. Let's go to the dump. Man, what a beautiful day. I don't know how many of these days we have left before the end of the year. Man, this is a nice one. crops are about gone. Winter's on the precipice, and it's cold outside. Got the heater on, and man, this thing is just cruising along. All right, another day, another chore. Looks like Santa Claus withstood that storm last night. He had a pretty nasty one. Taped him up with shipping tape. I think that did the trick. Being a metal door, I couldn't staple it. Maybe that's good. And as you can see, got another load of garbage to go. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, dang, Dave, you got a lot of garbage. Well, this is after Thanksgiving feast and the week leading up to it. So, I got a lot of stuff there. She should be good and warmed up. Let's get in that warm cab and get on to business. Well, it's good and toasty in here. Yeah, that heat, that deluxe heater is working pretty good. Got plenty of gas, warmed up. Let's get. Got me some new fresh Java juice, lifer juice to enjoy this cruise with. And before it's over, you all may get to see how my vacuum wipers work. Although I put a video out a while back, maybe it's been a year ago, I guess, showing them working. Well, I may add to it again this time. Even with this damp, cold weather, she's just cruising along. We're going to see how this boiled linseed oil holds up in rain. I hadn't taken it to a car wash or washed it at home yet, so I don't know how good it'll hold up. But we'll see. Look at that. Now that's not valve stacking, that's my speedometer. I've noticed it in some other videos, and I don't know if that can be confusing. There's a distinct different sound between the speedometer rattling and the valves chirping. And I don't know if you could tell, but that was the speedometer when I'm really torquing it at low RPM, it really chatters. And when I get up to high RPM, it chatters. And so if I avoid the extremes on both, it stays relatively quiet. So I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. We toned down by about half. About half the people, family that normally show, didn't make it, and they discovered that they could have good Thanksgiving at their own homes. That COVID-19, just they didn't want to get out and about. They hadn't associated with us since really last Christmas, so I can see the reluctance to want to come get amongst us when they've been really doing that social distancing and all that good stuff. But anyway, so I ended up only deep frying 2 turkeys as opposed to my normal 3, and that'd go up to second. I don't care what you're driving, you're going to have to go up to second. You're going to have to upshift to go up this hill and this turn. But yeah, there's a link should pop up about how I do deep fry, and about now. But and you know, really, with all the plates that left for, you know, so they could eat some at home and take some to some sit-ins, well, there wasn't any leftovers. And if I would have done 3, may have had leftovers. So I don't know, if this silliness continues on to next year, I'll just do 3 again too. Anyway, a little bit of wiper action there. See, we can use, I can turn it down, you know, and that's all right when you got, you know, low speed and max vacuum. See how it comes to a stop? It up, there you go. No, I'm not at max vacuum to it, so I mean, it would probably not stop as soon, but anyway. The little remark on the heater I'm running the deluxe heater, the fresh air deluxe heater, and what I'm finding is I've got my heat pulled full on, but I'm not running the fan, and there seems to be enough air movement through that heater from the outside into the inside to make it comfortable in here. I'm gonna guess I'm probably, it's not freezing, it's in the 30s, probably the mid-30s, 35, 36, somewhere in there, and it's pretty comfortable. Fan, even at the lowest setting, is just too much. I think another future mod, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and source me a Ranco valve and get this heat set up just like it, you know, like it was from the factory. Of course, good ones are hard to find, so I'll try to find one, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to rebuild it. Several sources on the net that'll show you how to do that. And they sell the new O-rings and gaskets and such, so that's actually a doable situation. Now that's not valves rattling, that's my speedometer. One of these days I'll get it rebuilt. I don't know if you noticed, but see how it wavers? You know, it's the original speedometer. I did put that new the needle on it because the needle was busted that was in it, and I didn't do a video of it, but I had to pull it out, uncinch this bezel around it, and then it lifts off with the glass and exposes the front. So then you can bend it back just like it was, and that's how you get access. Not too hard. But it really doesn't bother me that much. And with all the other things it needs done, I'd almost would rather get the GMC stuff working before I mess with these, because I've got everything works now in the Chevy here. It's and I like these gauges. I like these stock gauges over those aftermarket. I really like these gauges up there, that cluster. Going up a hill. Nope, not a bit of valve clatter. It's good when you can go up a hill and accelerate with these things. That's pretty good. Of course, I'm still running the stock 411 rear. Comes a bad bump. An unfortunate consequence of a long cruise and a lot of coffee is you got to have some stops. You know what? Them parking lights are pretty good for running in the rain. We're supposed to have headlights on here in the when it's drizzling and raining with your windshield wipers on. Well, I'm not running my wipers that much. Them parking lights, that's those dual color LED, are bright enough. Good deal. Let's get back to cruising now that we've had our pit stop. Right, here's some vacuum wiper action for you. I've not got them turned full on. I'm about 3/4 on. You see, I'm maintaining 45 to 50. Going hills and dales. You tell when they speed up, I'm going down a hill. Now I'm about to go up a hill. Steep hill. Just turned the radio down and the news came on, local news, and we're expecting snow tonight and tomorrow. Now, it may be nothing more than a dusting, you know, to where it's real pretty and get everybody excited thinking about white Christmas. We're at about 1,000 feet elevation at my house, and we call it the valley. We're in the valley of the Smoky Mountains, and the Cumberland Smoky Mountains to the east and the Cumberland Plateau to the west. And both of them, they get the snow, they get the bad weather, and kind of shield us here in the valley. But sometimes we can get it dumped on us, but most times it's just pretty and shuts us down for a day because we're not used to driving in this stuff. Almost to stop here and get me a cup of coffee. I think I will. This is about as close as I've got to intermittent wipers. I got them slowed down about as much as slow as they'll go. That heater's really, with the defrost ducts and the fresh air part, is really keeping the foggy windows down real good. I mean, I've not had to wipe the insides down at all, and that's even after stopping for another cup of coffee, which, by the way, is pretty good. This whole store we're coming up on is it's called Petticoat Junction, and a dollar store put it out of business down the road here a piece. I used to know the guy that run it pretty good. He's like third generation. I may have to turn them up a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah, I may have to turn them up a little bit more. Oh, starting to come down anyway. Oh, not that much. Let's try that. There's some squeaking. May have to get some silicone spray up there on that linkage.
wanted to comment on the comments I've been getting. First off, I appreciate it. I really like the comments, and like I say, I try to answer most of them. There's a few that back when I first started doing this YouTube, I was still you know, experimenting around to see what, you know, what was good and copying other folks. And I did a montage of my engine rebuild, because unfortunately I didn't record it as far as video. I just took pictures. So I did a montage, and I put some rock and roll music to it. Well, I have gotten at least a third of the comments I get on it do not like the music. And they especially don't like the music when I'm running the engine for the first time and breaking it in. So I did some links to those to where the engine's breaking in and running on the run stand with no music, you know, and you just click on it. So I guess if you're watching it on YouTube TV, you don't see those pop-ups that'll take you to that. Or if you're watching it on the computer and you don't click on them, well, you're not going to see it. I think a lot of these guys that are commenting with very negative comments, I mean, they're obviously they're on their smartphone or their computer, where they should be getting those pop-ups, because you can't I don't think you can respond to and comment without a computer or a smartphone. And well, if they would just simply go to those pop-ups, they can hear the engine running without the music. I got to tell you, on comments, if you're questioning my ancestry or using language that I wouldn't use to my wife or kids, well, I'm going to delete it, because it's not constructive. I'm sure y'all can understand that. And I've had some pretty nasty ones. I can laugh about it, but some guys think I'm deaf or something. But anyway, I think I'm going to try to do an updated montage on that engine rebuild. Maybe do some voiceovers and not even do the music part. See, once you post to YouTube, there's very little editing you can do after the fact, at least that I'm aware of. And now, I went back and tried to use the YouTube editor to remove the music, and it just didn't work right. It just messed the whole video up. So I may just try to do a new one. Hopefully it'll be the one that people will see and not that old one, and go from there. Especially with, you know, when cold weather hits, and, you know, we all, especially when we get a few years on our bones, you know, we get, you know, our activities kind of lessen more. You know, that warm house and recliner is more beckoning than the cold weather outside. Of course, you youngins, that don't slow you all down at all, but some of us feel, like I say, some of us with some age on the bones, we tend to like that comfort and warmth when that cold weather sets in. So that'll give you something to do, maybe. I'll try to figure that out. Anyway, wiper's doing real good. You know, on the GMC, I just have that one single wiper, and it's electric, so I wouldn't have this problem with the vacuum. But, well, not really a problem. You know, you just work around it. Like a lot of things in life, you just find a workaround, and that's what you do. Adapt and overcome. You know, I did that little thing for the Marine Corps birthday, and I've, you know, now that I think about it, I've got one of my younger brothers was Army. He was in the 278th Cavalry, And I had 2 uncles, Air Force. I've had another uncle, Navy. I've got I guess he's the son of my first cousin, so I guess that makes him a second cousin. He's in the younger one is in the Coast Guard now, and the older one is in the Marines. And so my family pretty much is got all the bases covered. So I think I may do something for all the branches when their birthdays come up, because number one, they're in harm's way defending this country, and that will always garner respect from me, and I think we should give respect to them. And it doesn't matter. I mean, we have some inter-service we've got some inter-service rivalries going there, but the bottom line is, we're Americans, and not just Americans. We're wanting to protect and defend the free world. So I think I'm gonna do some stuff on them. I don't know when they're coming up, but I'll know. We'll do something. My church, we had Veterans Day here back a couple weeks ago, and they made us all get up front there and stand up, and they played our individual melodies, military branches. When you're young and you serve, you have some sort of pride, but it's more or less, just kind of to show off a little bit. When you've been out a little while, you start thinking about those that are gone now, those that are served before you, and those that will serve after you, and it becomes more special to you. It's amazing. When I was serving in the Marines, rarely did we ever greet each other with sympathy. Rare. It was very, very rare. Now, I'm telling you, I use it a lot. I use it a whole lot more than I did when I served. And that's something. Anyway. Going up a hill. We're about to crest it. And there we go. Now we're going down. See them speed up? Oh no, I didn't bring a spare battery, and it's blinking. Plus, I'm going to sip on that coffee. There we go. Right. Looks like we're coming up on the end of another cruise. Thank y'all for riding along.